We all love a good story. But what if you weren't just following it? What if you were living it side by side with a friend, making choices together, watching each other's backs, and pushing through everything the game throws at you? Today, I'm not just giving you a list. This is a collection of story-driven co-op adventures where the narrative truly matters, and the moments you experience together will stay with you long after the credits roll. In Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, players step into the boots of Lieutenant Titus, an ultramarine who returns to the battlefield after a century. This time, he confronts the Tyranids, a relentless alien species driven by a hive mind, intent on consuming every planet's resources. The narrative delves into Titus's journey, exploring themes of loyalty and redemption as he faces both external threats and internal challenges within the Imperium. The game offers a third-person shooter experience, focusing on intense combat against massive hordes of enemies. Players can wield a variety of melee and ranged weapons, allowing for diverse combat strategies. The campaign spans approximately 12 hours and supports cooperative play for up to 3 players, encouraging teamwork and tactical coordination, especially when battling the relentless Tyranid swarms. Beyond the main storyline, the game features both cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes, catering to different playstyles. Visually, the game stands out with its detailed portrayal of the Warhammer universe, showcasing rich, war-torn environments. The graphics are backed by strong technical performance, ensuring smooth gameplay even during large-scale battles. Grounded is a unique survival game developed by Obsidian Entertainment that shrinks you to the size of an ant and immerses you into a perilous, richly detailed ecosystem of a suburban backyard. The game stands out with its imaginative premise and intricate world building, combining survival mechanics, exploration, and a compelling mystery. In Grounded, you take on the role of one of 4 teenagers mysteriously miniaturized and stranded in a backyard. Your ultimate goal is to uncover the secrets of a mysterious shrinking experiment gone wrong, orchestrated by an eccentric scientist, Dr. Wendell Tully, and find a way to return to normal size. Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince, invites you to join Amadeus the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoya the Thief on a captivating journey through enchanting fairy tale realms. The narrative follows Prince Silius, a young royal whose dark dreams manifest as tangible nightmares, threatening to engulf the world in shadows. Determined to restore balance, the trio sets out to find and help the troubled prince. As you traverse diverse environments, from serene birch groves to haunting ruins, you'll encounter a variety of challenges. The trio's unique abilities are key to overcoming obstacles and solving intricate puzzles. Amadeus can conjure objects and manipulate them with telekinesis. Zoya utilizes a bow and can create rope bridges or swing from them. Pontius wields a sword and shield, adept in combat. These skills are essential for navigating the physical and magical hurdles that lie ahead. The adventure offers both solo and cooperative experiences, allowing up to 4 companions to join forces. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a critically acclaimed role-playing game, renowned for its deep storytelling, strategic turn-based combat, and expansive world-building. Set in the rich and immersive universe of Rivellon, you embark on the journey as a Godwoken, individuals capable of harnessing the powerful magic known as Source. The narrative unfolds as these characters confront the looming threat of the Voidwoken, monstrous entities that threaten the realm. The game offers a high degree of freedom, allowing players to choose from a variety of races and classes, each with unique abilities and backgrounds. This diversity influences interactions with the world and its inhabitants, leading to a multitude of possible outcomes. The turn-based combat system emphasizes tactical depth, encouraging players to think strategically and utilize the environment to their advantage. Dying Light is a high-octane first-person action survival game set in a vast open world overrun by a zombie apocalypse, combining intense combat with fluid parkour mechanics. You will explore this open world, scavenging for supplies, crafting weapons, and fighting hordes of undead as well as hostile humans. The game introduces a dynamic day-night cycle. During the day, the infected are slower and more manageable, but at night, powerful predators called volatiles emerge, turning the city into a treacherous survival challenge. The gameplay emphasizes creative problem-solving, allowing players to craft unique weapons and utilize parkour to escape or outmaneuver enemies. The Enhanced Edition expands on this experience, introducing the following expansion, which adds a new map and a customizable buggy for traversal. The game also supports cooperative multiplayer, letting you team up with friends for missions or to simply survive together. It Takes Two is a critically acclaimed co-op action-adventure game. Designed exclusively for 2 players, the game features unique, imaginative gameplay where you and a partner take on the roles of Cody and May, a couple on a verge of divorce, who are magically transformed into dolls. Trapped in this whimsical world, they must work together to navigate a variety of challenges that creatively blend mechanics from different genres. The game emphasizes collaboration, requiring you and your friend to coordinate your actions to overcome various scenarios. Each level introduces new mechanics, keeping the experience fresh and engaging throughout this amazing journey. Borderlands 3 is a first-person shooter RPG developed by Gearbox Software and released in 2019. The game is set 7 years after the events of Borderlands 2 and introduces new characters while bringing back fan favorites. You will control one of 4 Vault Hunters who joined the Crimson Raiders to stop the Children of the Vault, a dangerous cult led by the Calypso twins. The gameplay stays true to the series' original style, offering a mix of fast-paced shooting, humor, and loot. You can equip an almost endless variety of guns and gear, with weapons that are procedurally generated, allowing for countless combinations. New mechanics such as wall mounting, crouch sliding, and various loot modes enhance the cooperative multiplayer experience, making it easier for friends to team up and take on waves of enemies together. Diablo IV continues the legacy of the beloved action RPG series with its latest chapter. The game invites you to explore the dark and expansive world of Sanctuary. You can choose from 6 distinct classes, each offering unique abilities and playstyles. The game combines classic elements like procedurally generated dungeons and a focus on loot-driven progression, with new features such as an open world and PvP combat. The narrative centers on the return of Lilith, daughter of Mephisto, plunging the world into chaos. You can embark on this journey solo or team up with others online to tackle challenging dungeons and quests. In October 2024, the first expansion, Vessel of Hatred, was released, introducing the new Spiritborn class, new areas to explore, and additional content that enriches the game's universe. The expansion also added a new mode called the Dark Citadel, designed for max-level players, featuring a multiplayer dungeon that requires teamwork to conquer. Classic features like Mercenaries have returned with new twists, offering fresh challenges and rewards. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, the Turtles, alongside allies Casey Jones and April O'Neil, confront a new threat as the Foot Clan returns to New York City. They embark on a mission to thwart Shredder and Krang's sinister plot, which involves transforming the Statue of Liberty into the Statue of Tyranny, a colossal robot under Krang's control. Their journey takes them through iconic locations such as Manhattan, Coney Island, city rooftops, and the sewers, culminating in a showdown in Dimension X. The game offers a side-scrolling beat-em-up experience with a pixelated art style reminiscent of classic and 1990s arcade games. You will be able to choose from a roster of characters, each with unique abilities and moves. The combat system is designed to be accessible, but challenging, featuring a variety of combos and special moves that will allow you to defeat waves of enemies, providing additional depth and replayability. In a world where humanity teeters on the brink of collapse, a relentless force known as the Root has emerged from beyond, twisting Earth into a shadow of its former self. You awaken on a storm-lashed shore, armed with little more than determination and a blade, driven by whispers of a tower that may hold the key to ending this scourge. The path leads to Ward 13, a subterranean refuge where the remnants of civilization cling to survival. The journey unfolds through a labyrinth of shattered realms, each bearing the scars of the Root's invasion. In this fractured world, where the future seems buried beneath ash and ruin, every step forward carries the weight of those who came before. The fight is brutal, but somewhere in the rubble, there's a sliver of something more than survival. A Way Out is a cooperative, third-person action-adventure game. It stands out as the first ever co-op-only game of its kind, designed for 2 players to experience the entire game together. The story follows 2 prisoners, Leo and Vincent, who must work together to break out of prison and navigate their way through various challenges to escape the law. The gameplay is built around cooperation, with puzzles and tasks that require you and your friend to contribute your unique abilities to succeed. The game offers a variety of scenarios that blends action, puzzle solving, and stealth, creating a dynamic and immersive experience. It also features split-screen co-op, meaning that even if you're playing locally or online, each player has their own perspective of the unfolding events. The narrative delves into themes of loyalty, trust, and friendship, making it not only action-packed, but also an emotional journey. Sons of the Forest is an immersive survival horror game that thrusts players into a perilous open-world environment teeming with dangers and mysteries. As the sequel to the acclaimed The Forest, it continues the narrative of a protagonist dispatched to a remote island to locate a missing CEO and his family. Upon arrival, the protagonist encounters a hostile landscape inhabited by cannibalistic creatures and uncovers a deep-seated ancient secret lurking beneath the surface. The game offers a rich, expansive world where players can craft, build, and fight to survive, either solo or with friends. The dynamic season system introduces challenges such as resource scarcity during winter, requiring players to adapt their strategies accordingly. The introduction of a companion, Kelvin, a deaf and mute NPC, adds a layer of depth to the gameplay, allowing for cooperative tasks and enhanced immersion. Evil West is an action-packed game developed by Flying Wild Hog, blending the Wild West with supernatural elements, set in an alternate history where the United States has been overtaken by vampire hordes. Players take on the role of a skilled monster hunter, part of a secret government organization dedicated to wiping out these creatures. The game's protagonist, Jesse Rentier, uses a mix of firearms, melee combat, and a powerful gauntlet that channels lightning to battle the vampire threats. The combat is visceral and dynamic, with an emphasis on fast-paced, arena-style fights and various upgrades as you progress. The story weaves together elements of classic Western and horror genres, creating a unique narrative where traditional gunslinging meets monstrous foes and high-tech gadgets. Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy, is the 5th installment in the beloved Trine series, continuing the adventures of the trio of heroes. This latest game takes players through an intricate, puzzle-filled 2.5D world, where the kingdom is on the brink of clockwork oblivion. As the heroes face off against devious villains and complex mechanical threats, they must work together to restore peace, navigating beautiful yet perilous landscapes. A key feature of Trine 5 is its revamped co-op gameplay. It supports 1 to 4 players, whether in local or online co-op, with the difficulty scaling based on the number of participants. The game introduces an adaptive puzzle difficulty system, allowing the challenge to adjust according to the player's progress. The new combat system includes intense boss encounters, enhancing the action alongside the traditional puzzles. Baldur's Gate 3 is an acclaimed role-playing game set in the expansive Dungeons & Dragons universe. It brings the rich world of Faerun to life with cutting-edge graphics, deep narrative choices, and a turn-based combat system. Players create a customizable character and explore a vast interactive world full of quests, powerful enemies, and intriguing allies. The game features multiplayer co-op gameplay, allowing friends to join forces, and an epic single-player story where choices can lead to numerous possible outcomes. Set after the events of Baldur's Gate 2, the game introduces new threats as players encounter a dangerous parasitic force that threatens their very minds. The game Ascent is set in Veles, a massive cyberpunk arcology where corporate rule has crumbled, leaving the city in chaos. As an indentured worker, you are caught in the power struggle between factions vying for control, forcing you to fight for survival while uncovering the truth behind the Ascent group's sudden collapse. Combat features twin-stick shooting with cover mechanics, allowing you to wield a variety of firearms, explosives, and cybernetic abilities. Destructible environments add a tactical edge, while character customization lets you enhance your skills through cyberware upgrades and stat progression. Veles is a sprawling metropolis filled with neon-lit streets, bustling markets, and high-tech corporate zones. Whether exploring solo or in co-op, you will encounter ruthless enemies, shifting alliances, and a world shaped by power and conflict. Code Vein is a stylish action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world, blending anime-inspired visuals with dark fantasy elements. The game takes place in a devastated future where you will assume the role of a revenant, a powerful, cursed human with vampire abilities who must fight against both monstrous foes and the struggles of their own existence. The story unfolds through your interactions with other revenants and the exploration of the remnants of the old world. Code Vein offers a deep combat system that draws comparisons to the Soulsborne series, with a focus on precision and strategy. You can choose from various blood codes, which define your character's abilities and playstyle. These codes unlock skills that enhance combat, provide buffs, or enable devastating abilities. Far Cry 5 is an open-world, first-person shooter set in the fictional Hope County, Montana. It offers a sprawling landscape of forests, rivers, and mountains, filled with opportunities for exploration and action. The game centers around a fanatical doomsday cult known as the Project at Eden's Gate, led by the charismatic and sinister Joseph Seed and his siblings. You assume the role of a deputy sheriff tasked with liberating the region by dismantling the cult's control over the area. You can participate in various activities, including battling cultists, hunting wildlife, fishing, and customizing weapons and vehicles. The game offers a dynamic open world where player choices influence how events unfold. Far Cry 5 also introduces robust cooperative gameplay, allowing friends to join the fight. The campaign is bolstered by unique allies, ranging from a loyal dog to resistance fighters, each offering distinctive abilities. Embark on an adventure that spans the entire Star Wars saga, from the rise of the Sith to the final battle against the First Order. This game offers a fresh perspective on the classic trilogy, allowing you to start with any of the three trilogies and experience them in any sequence you prefer. As you journey through the galaxy, you'll encounter a diverse array of characters, vehicles, and planets. The expansive universe is yours to explore, with numerous planets and moons awaiting your discovery. Whether it's the bustling streets of Coruscant or the icy plains of Hoth, each location is richly detailed and teeming with life. The gameplay introduces a dynamic combat system, offering a variety of combos and force abilities for lightsaber users, while blaster characters benefit from an over-the-shoulder aiming system. The open-world design encourages exploration, with hidden secrets and side quests enhancing the depth of the experience. Warhammer Vermintide 2 is a critically acclaimed co-op action game set in the dark and brutal world of Warhammer fantasy. You will assume the role of various heroes, from factions such as humans, dwarves, and elves, to battle against the forces of Chaos and the Skaven, a race of ratmen. The game is known for its fast-paced melee combat, where you will wield a variety of weapons to fend off hordes of enemies across multiple levels. A standout feature of the game is its emphasis on co-op gameplay, requiring teamwork to survive. You must strategize, manage resources, and carefully position themselves to complete objectives. The game also offers a diverse range of character careers, each with different playstyles and a wealth of post-launch content, including DLCs that add new weapons, missions, and enemies, ensuring a dynamic and replayable experience. Dying Light 2: Stay Human is an open-world, first-person survival horror action RPG. Set 22 years after its predecessor, the game introduces players to Aiden Caldwell, a new protagonist navigating the vast, post-apocalyptic city of Villador. The narrative centers on Aiden's quest to locate his missing sister, intertwining his personal journey with the city's struggle for survival. The game features a dynamic day-night cycle that significantly influences gameplay. During the day, players can explore the city, engage in combat, and complete quests. As night falls, the environment becomes more perilous, with the infected becoming more aggressive, prompting players to seek shelter or confront heightened dangers. Traversal is a key element, with Aiden's parkour abilities enabling fluid movement across the urban landscape. The game offers a variety of weapons, including melee and ranged options, which can be upgraded and customized. Players can also craft items and utilize tools like grappling hooks and paraglider wings to enhance exploration. Remnant 2 is a third-person shooter action role-playing game that serves as the sequel to Remnant from the Ashes. Set 2 decades after the events of Subject 2923, the game's narrative follows a nameless survivor known as the Traveler and their companion, who is afflicted by a plant-like species called the Root. After a near-fatal encounter with the Root, they are rescued by Clementine and taken to Ward 13, a survivor enclave. The story unfolds across diverse worlds, including Yesha, Lossum, and Nerid, each presenting unique challenges and environments. The Traveler's quest involves navigating these realms, confronting formidable foes, and uncovering the mysteries of the multiverse. Remnant 2 offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, allowing you to team up with friends for cooperative gameplay. The game features a variety of weapons and abilities, enabling you to customize your character and combat style. Its dynamic world building and engaging shootout mechanics have been praised, with many highlighting its successful blend of looter-shooter elements and action role-playing gameplay. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a fantasy-themed action role-playing game set in a whimsical and chaotic world. It takes you through a highly imaginative universe, inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, featuring the eccentric Tiny Tina as the game master. The gameplay centers around fast-paced shooting, fantasy shootouts, and signature humor, with elements of traditional role-playing mechanics like leveling up, loot collection, and questing. In Wonderlands, you will assume the role of the Fate Maker, a customizable character who embarks on an adventure across a series of landscapes shaped by Tina's wild imagination. You will encounter various classes and engage in a dynamic combat system that blends ranged and magical attacks. The game offers multiplayer, with both solo and co-op play options, including cross-play across different platforms, allowing friends to team up no matter where they play. Split Fiction is an action co-op game from Hazelight Studios, the creators of acclaimed titles like It Takes Two and A Way Out. The game features dynamic co-op gameplay, following in the footsteps of its predecessors with a fresh twist. The signature mechanic, dynamic screen sharing, is still in place but slightly improved, allowing the screen to switch between different orientations such as vertical, horizontal, and even diagonal splits. This mechanic aims to enhance co-op experience by creating new challenges and collaborative moments. Hazelight is known for its emotionally driven narratives and cooperative gameplay, and Split Fiction will push those elements even further. Streets of Rage 4 takes place years after the fall of Mr. X, with Wood Oak City now under the control of the Y-Twins, who are plotting to dominate the city. Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding return to fight back against this emerging threat. As they battle through the streets, they uncover the twins' plan to control the city's population with hypnotic signals. The game blends classic side-scrolling combat with modern updates, offering dynamic, fast-paced action. Visually, Streets of Rage 4 combines hand-drawn animations with detailed environments, staying true to the series' roots while offering a fresh look. Levels are diverse, with boss fights that challenge your skills. The energetic soundtrack fuels the action, and with multiple difficulty levels and various modes like story and arcade, the game offers plenty of replay value. State of Decay 2 is a gripping open-world survival game that plunges you into a brutal, post-apocalyptic landscape teeming with undead horrors. The game focuses on building and managing a community of survivors, each with unique personalities, skills, and weaknesses, forces you to make meaningful choices for the group's survival. The game challenges you to scavenge for vital resources like food, building materials, and ammunition, all while navigating a dangerous world filled with zombies, hostile humans, and environmental threats. Resource management plays a key role. You'll need to weigh the risks of venturing out against the rewards of securing necessary supplies. A central feature of the game is its base-building mechanics. You can customize your community's home by constructing and upgrading facilities. Each decision affects the morale, safety, and productivity of your group, creating a dynamic and gripping survival experience. Combat in State of Decay 2 is intense and tactical, requiring you to manage stamina, weapon durability, and limited ammunition. Stealth and strategy often trump brute force, as noise and confrontation can attract hordes of zombies, including powerful special variants like screamers and juggernauts. The game offers both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes, enhancing the experience with teamwork and camaraderie. In the aftermath of a devastating pandemic known as the Green Flu, a group of immune survivors pushed through the crumbling remnants of the American South. From the overrun streets of Savannah to the chaotic ruins of New Orleans, their journey cuts through swamps, fairgrounds, and deserted highways, each location soaked in tension and crawling with danger. The infected aren't just mindless hordes. Some sprint and swarm, while others bring chaos in more disturbing forms. Giants that smash through walls, creatures that leap onto your back or spit acid to control space and movement. Encounters are rarely the same, thanks to an unpredictable AI system that constantly changes enemy placements, resources, and weather conditions based on how well or how poorly you're doing. Weapons aren't limited to guns. There's real satisfaction in grabbing a frying pan or chainsaw and hacking a path through the chaos. Each skirmish is fast, brutal, and loud, with split-second decisions often deciding whether you make it to the next safe house or get dragged screaming into the dark. Different modes offer different flavors of tension. In the main campaign, you move through a chain of linked scenarios, while survival throws you into wave-based chaos just to see how long you can hold out. Then there's realism mode. No glowing outlines or hints, just you and raw instinct. Ashen is an atmospheric action RPG that immerses you in a sunless world, focusing on challenging combat and passive multiplayer. The game invites players to explore a vast open world, uncovering secrets and battling formidable enemies. The gameplay is deeply inspired by the Souls series, offering punishing combat where mastering, timing, and strategy is essential. What sets Ashen apart is its unique approach to multiplayer. Rather than traditional co-op mechanics, the game features passive multiplayer, where you can encounter other characters, join them in battle, or share an exploration without direct interaction. This design element enhances the experience by encouraging organic player encounters, which makes the world feel alive and interconnected. Visually, Ashen embraces a minimalist, stylized art direction, avoiding overly realistic designs in favor of a more artistic, monochromatic palette. Players take on the role of a lone wanderer, seeking to rebuild a lost civilization by gathering allies and confronting the looming threats of the darkness. Dead Island 2 is an action-packed, zombie-slaying adventure set in a beautifully twisted version of Los Angeles, nicknamed Hell A. This sequel offers players an intense first-person experience where humor, horror, and fast-paced combat collide. As a survivor of a deadly zombie outbreak, players wield an arsenal of customizable weapons and skills to take down hordes of undead in creative and visceral ways. The game features an open-world design that captures the sunny and chaotic vibes of California, complete with detailed environments and unique zombie types. It also includes 6 distinct characters, each with their own special abilities, allowing you to tailor your playstyle. Cooperative multiplayer further enhances the experience, letting friends team up to take on the apocalypse together. The Dead Island 2 Ultimate Edition offers the full experience of this thrilling zombie-slaying action RPG set in a beautifully chaotic and gore-filled version of Los Angeles. In addition to the base game, this edition includes 2 epic story expansions, House and Soleil. In House, you venture into a surreal, nightmarish villa in Malibu, while Soleil takes you to a ruined Southern California festival where you battle against an otherworldly zombie outbreak. We Were Here Forever is a cooperative first-person puzzle adventure game. As the 4th installment in the We Were Here series, it continues the franchise's tradition of involving 2-player gameplay. In this game, players find themselves imprisoned within the ominous Castle Rock, a mysterious realm set against the backdrop of the Antarctic. To escape, they must collaborate to solve intricate puzzles, uncover hidden secrets, and navigate the castle's treacherous environments. The narrative unfolds through exploration, revealing a story of Rockberry, its inhabitants, and a resistance movement against the oppressive king. The journey leads players from the dark dungeons to the royal halls, an eerie graveyard, and the depths of the Foundry. Throughout their adventure, players encounter the enigmatic jester and other formidable entities, all while questioning the true nature of their predicament. Outward, Definitive Edition is a deep, challenging RPG that combines survival mechanics with a huge open-world experience. In this edition, players embark on perilous journeys through the world of Ori, navigating not only deadly creatures, but also harsh environmental conditions. You'll need to manage your basic survival needs, while completing quests, exploring cities, and unearthing dungeons filled with formidable foes. The Definitive Edition isn't just a visual overhaul. It integrates the content from the game's original release, along with both major DLC expansions. This brings new weapons, enemies, dungeons, and mechanics, offering you a more enriched experience. The game improves quality of life features that make it more accessible, especially for new players, or those returning to explore the enhanced world of Ori. You can also enjoy this adventure solo or in co-op mode, allowing you to share the survival experience with friends, either locally or online. LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 is an action-adventure game that unites iconic Marvel characters from various eras and realities to confront the time-traveling villain, Kang the Conqueror. The game's original branching storyline transports players into a cosmic battle across a myriad of Marvel locations ripped from time and space into the incredible open hub world of Chronopolis. Players can control a diverse roster of Marvel superheroes and supervillains, each equipped with unique abilities. The game introduces new features, such as the ability to manipulate time, allowing players to transport objects or characters through different centuries, and a 4-player competitive battle mode where friends and family can engage in themed challenges and battle arenas. Dead Rising 3 takes place in the sprawling, devastated city of Los Perdidos, which has been overrun by a sudden zombie outbreak. The story follows Nick Ramos, a mechanic who finds himself trapped in the city as the infection spreads and chaos ensues. With time running out, Nick must navigate through the urban maze, battling zombies, uncovering the truth behind the outbreak, and searching for a way out of the city before it's too late. You can explore various districts, each filled with unique items, hidden secrets, and supplies that are critical for survival. Unlike other titles, the crafting system in Dead Rising 3 lets you combine everyday items to create deadly weapons and vehicles, often with humorous or creative results. The combat in Dead Rising 3 is dynamic, featuring an arsenal of improvised weapons and a constant flood of zombies, which can be dispatched in a variety of ways. From heavy melee attacks to vehicular mayhem, there's always a new way to tackle the relentless undead. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake is an enhanced version of the acclaimed 2013 adventure game, reimagined for modern gaming platforms. This remake offers improved graphics, performance, and gameplay, delivering a more immersive experience for newcomers and fans of the original. In this emotionally charged journey, you will guide two brothers on a quest to find the water of life to cure their ailing father. The game is renowned for its unique solo co-op gameplay, where you will control both brothers simultaneously, each with distinct abilities. This mechanic fosters a deep connection between the characters and enhances puzzle-solving elements. The remake preserves the original's poignant narrative, conveyed through expressive character interactions and a fictional language, ensuring the story remains impactful. Critics have praised the game for its stunning visual overhaul and the addition of a co-op multiplayer option, which allows friends to experience the adventure together. The game has received positive reviews, with many highlighting its emotional depth and innovative gameplay mechanics. Castle Crashers is a vibrant and engaging 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up game developed by the Behemoth. You will embark on a quest to rescue 4 kidnapped princesses and recover a stolen mystical gem, all while battling through a series of diverse and challenging levels. The game supports up to 4 players in both local and online cooperative modes, allowing friends to team up and tackle the adventure together. Each character in Castle Crashers possesses unique abilities and magic attacks, which can be enhanced as you progress through the game. In Spiritfarer, you step into the shoes of Stella, the new ferrymaster for the departed, accompanied by her trusty feline friend, Daffodil. You will ferry spirits across mystical seas, ensuring their comfort aboard your ever-evolving vessel before guiding them to the Everdoor, the gateway to the afterlife. Think of it as running a celestial cruise line, but with fewer shuffleboard tournaments and more heartfelt goodbyes. As you navigate this enchanting world, you'll engage in activities like farming and fishing. Each task helps you gather resources to upgrade your ship and cater to the unique needs of your spectral passengers. The ship's layout is customizable, allowing you to stack and arrange facilities in a Tetris-like fashion. The heart of the game lies in building relationships with a diverse cast of spirits, each with their own stories and personalities. Through meaningful interactions and fulfilling their final requests, you'll uncover touching narratives that explore themes of life, death, and what comes after. Dead Island Definitive Edition brings a remastered version of the iconic zombie survival game with enhanced visuals, updated mechanics, and all previously released DLC bundled together. Set on the tropical island of Benoi, players are thrust into a brutal zombie apocalypse where survival is key. The game offers a thrilling open-world experience with visceral melee combat, allowing you to smash, hack, and dismember zombies in a lush but dangerous environment. The Definitive Edition offers updated graphics, including improved models, photorealistic lighting, and high resolution to make the gore-filled action even more immersive. This edition also includes Dead Island Riptide, its direct sequel, with all the downloadable content that expands the story and the action. The game features a deep, story-driven co-op experience that allows up to 4 players to band together, exploring the sprawling open world and tackling dangerous missions. Whether you're battling through hordes of zombies or searching for resources to survive, Dead Island Definitive Edition is a must-play for fans of the survival horror genre. Far Cry 6 unfolds on the fictional Caribbean island of Yara, a nation under the iron grip of dictator Anton Castillo. Determined to restore his country to its former glory, Castillo is grooming his son Diego to follow in his footsteps. You step into the role of Danny Rojas, an orphan caught in the chaos who is unwillingly pulled into a growing revolution. After a failed attempt to flee, Danny joins a ragtag resistance and sets out to dismantle the regime from within. Yara is a vivid, divided land. Lush jungles, weathered towns, and crumbling cities contrast sharply with Castillo's polished propaganda. The action centers on freedom of approach. Guns blaze, stealth reigns, or chaos erupts with the help of bizarre home-crafted gadgets born from Yara's Resolver spirit. Everything from CD-launching weapons to backpacks that shoot rockets. Combat never demands you play one way. It hands you the tools and dares you to make something explosive out of them. Customization stretches deep, from gear perks to a leveling system that gradually expands your arsenal and capabilities. There's no shortage of side activities either. Mini-missions, guerrilla operations, outpost takeovers, and even a management layer where you direct operations across the country. Danny's arc is more than a tale of vengeance or resistance. It's a look at what happens when ordinary people are thrown into extraordinary pressure. While some elements remain rooted in familiar territory, the setting and energy behind Yara's fight for freedom give the experience a sharp, relentless momentum. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. If you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.